Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to Prof. Dr. Muhammad Adri and my friends. My name is Nadia binti Bukhari, metric number 1192886. As you can see on screen, today I will be present about the implementation of His Quran and its relationship with the education of the Ummah.
Next is introduction. Hifz al-Quran was formulated to meet the need to build and shape the Muslim personality who memorize the Quran and understands, practice, appreciate Islam as a whole. Hifz al-Quran emphasizes the aspect of knowledge, practice, appreciation, and culture. Next, through this subject, students are going to memorize and understand the content of the Quran. Quranic education aims to build a pure society, a just society based on love, compassion, brotherhood, and a society that is tolerant, responsible, free-thinking, democratic, not arrogant, and a society that runs according to Quran guidelines. After that, objective. Number 1 is able to identify the best memorization method to memorize the Quran. Number 2, to provide a module on the best and systematic memorization method for the use of madrasah, Mahad, Institute of Tahfiz Al-Quran. Number 3, identify the best and most effective memorization methods. And the last one is memorize 30 verses of the Quran by celebration the law of tajweed and manners of memorization the Quran. The next are teaching methods. Teaching method to provide effective PDP in memorization teaching. Teacher need to use method that can be interesting. PDP methods will be more interesting if inserted with pedagogical elements such as induction set using appropriate teaching aids, yakni ABM. Next, repetition activities with friends is an activity that can help memorize the Quran run smoothly. Then, the implementation of halagat in the process of memorizing the Quran is an activity that is often practiced in most Tahfiz institutions. Indirectly, this method will give space to students to launch the reading before tasmik or muraja'at in front of the teacher by repeating with a friend first. Next, rewriting the verses of the Quran is very meaningful to practice because it can avoid forgetfulness and improve influence. Next, the advantage of memorizing the Quran. Number 1, a Hafiz is also called Hamilul Quran, which is a person who is able to understand the meaning of the verses of the Quran, know the law of Hakam in it, and practice its contents. Number 2, will be admitted by Allah into paradise as well as given the privilege of interceding for 10 people from among his immediate family who have been ordained by Allah. Number 3, the Quran will be a companion and intercessor for his people in the hereafter when other human beings are afflicted with adversity. And the last one is, according to Al-Katabi as quoted by Al-Mundiri, that the number of verses of the Quran is equal to the number of levels of heaven in the hereafter. Next, a comparison of modern and traditional methods. Among the method and technique of memorizing the Al-Quran that have been identified are talaqi, musyafaha, takrar, tadarus, tasmik, and muraja'ah, comprehension, and writing. The takrar method is the main method in memorizing the Quran, and the amount of takrar is a determinant of the strength of student memorization. Next, the best way to learn and memorize the Quran is through the method of talaqi and mushafah. Talaqi is perform face-to-face with the teacher. Musyafahah means reading from mouth to mouth by looking at the lips of the teacher to get the correct pronunciation of the letter tajweed and makhraj. Next, modern methods. There are various systems and applications developed to help the process of memorizing the Quran. With the development of hardware and software in the form of digitization, various applications and software related to the Quran have been developed to meet the need of online and offline users. Next, the Quran audio recitation application help in the detecting error in reciting of memorizing the Quran. And last, Ihraga is web-based design with an electronically developed halaqah-like approach consisting of tutors, supervisors, and registered students. The last is conclusion. Through this study, it can be concluded that the teaching of memorization of the Quran in Tahfiz school use various methods that are appropriate to the student and the experience of the teacher himself. In conclusion, there is no denying that there are authentic hadiths related to people who study and teach the Quran. In addition, parents will also get an advantage because they are the ones who cause children to learn the Quran. Finally, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow on us the nature of love for the Quran and always practice the Quran in our life so that in the hereafter as a helper or intercessor for us.